Hey folks, Gary here. Man, I hope you're having a good Monday. Although we're filming this Sunday night. The reason we're doing that is we're doing a kids camp tomorrow with Evangelical Missionary Church. We're partnering together, and it is going to be awesome. But that means Monday morning is going to be pretty busy, so we're doing this tonight. And so we're continuing on with Second Kings chapter 5. We're actually going to conclude it today. And the story between Elijah and Naaman being healed from leprosy, wanting to reward Elijah for it, wanted to bless him with a whole pile of silver and gold. Elijah refuses, and so Naaman leaves, but then Elijah's servant, Gehazi, says, "No way, man, I want some of that." And so he sneaks away to go and get stuff and actually gets a lot. He gets like 300 pounds of silver from him and tries to sneak it home. So let's pick it up and see what it says. So we're looking at verses 24 down to 27, and let's see what happens. Here we go. When they had reached the hill where Gehazi lived, he took the bags from the servants and placed them in his house. Then he sent the men away, and after they had gone, Gehazi went in and stood in front of Elijah, who asked, "Gehazi, where have you been?" I read this, and it makes me kind of laugh a little bit, because the way I read it, it's like Gehazi sends the guys away, turns around, goes back into his house, and Elijah's there. It's like, whoa, what are you doing here? That might not be the case. He might be in Elijah's house, but I think it goes this way. Anyways, continue on. Elijah asks him, "Where have you been?" "Nowhere, sir," Gehazi answers. Like he's going to lie to a prophet. Okay. "Nowhere," Gehazi answers. Elijah asked, "Don't you know that my spirit was there when Naaman got out of his chariot to talk with you?" "Gehazi, you have no right to accept the money or clothes, olive orchards or vineyards, sheep or cattle or servants." So that's not what he took. He took silver and some clothes. So what's Elijah talking about? Well, he took a lot of money. And so because of that, I think he's trying to set himself up. And Elijah gets that. Like, you're trying to set yourself up to be rich, to be a really big deal around here and to be rich. You don't have the things of God in mind at all. You had no right to take that stuff. So you're working against God, not for him. And it continues on. Because of what you've done, Naaman's leprosy will now be on you and your descendants forever. Suddenly, Gehazi's skin became white and leprous, and he left. What a heartbreak this is. Gehazi is in the presence of God. He's hanging out with Elijah all the time. He's seeing God do amazing things, and yet he's acting like God doesn't even exist. He's acting as if God can't provide him with anything. He's trying to secure his own future with what he sees around him instead. And it's a heartbreak, because he could have so much more with God, just to be with God. And we see the contrast between Gehazi, who is a servant of Elijah, and the Israelite girl who was a servant of Naaman's wife. That girl had faith. That girl trusted God. Even though she was in captivity, she trusted God, and she showed the character of God by giving advice to Naaman's wife. Whereas Gehazi, who is around a man of God all the time, completely misses it. You know, there's a different thing between having a relationship with God and knowing God and trusting him, and being around where God is. And Gehazi was just around. He didn't actually have that relationship. So a good warning for us: seek God more than you seek anything else. Don't be a Christian because it's convenient. Be a Christian because you truly love Jesus.